So I think most of you saw her already. I have a corgi, and she's a very enthusiastic dog, and she gets very fired up about good food, especially when we give her these special treats. She gets so fired up that she'll actually dance around them. She will run around it, and she'll rear up and shake her head. And what I feel is that to her, good food is a wonderful thing. And that's not too far from my own feelings about food. After growing up locally, I was off to New Orleans to study architecture. I started tasting the amazing food there, and I felt it really opened up a new world for me because I had always been very fussy. It even seemed to me that my mom was inspired. She was already a great cook, but she really improved her skills a lot. And she would make these wonderful meals for us. And I often felt like Olive, where I would want to express my gratitude and dance around my dinner plate. But I tried to refrain. So with my strong interest in food, and as well as architecture and urban planning and sustainability, I wanted to share with you a thesis project by a Providence man. I truly believe it's an idea worth sharing because it has the potential to improve our community. I'm going to ask you to imagine a building that when it was built was about 100 years ago, and it was a leader that led the industry in innovation. It was the largest and best of its kind, and it used the canal waters to power it sustainably, and it utilized new materials like reinforced concrete, and it was on the cutting edge. And many people from all over came here to work in it with the opportunity to change their lives and get better wages. And so my grandparents were some of those people, and my grandfather was a piano card cutter here. And it was like an early programmer of sorts, computer programmer. So now imagine this building reinvented into a productive and powerful model. And you can see one of the images right there. A computer server farm on the lower level that could take the excess heat it produced and use it on the floor above to heat an indoor farm. Server farms are typically located in climates like ours because the biggest cost is keeping the equipment cool enough. However, most server farms dump the excess heat back into the environment. But this project is so unique that because it actually takes that heat and utilizes it for something productive. Our fresh food travels an average of 1,900 miles to get to us, and we have the potential to change this dynamic.